Hey everybody, Sean Bukowski here. Hope you're all having a great week. Hard to believe we're just a couple weeks from Thanksgiving, but I guess as you get older, time flies a lot faster. I want to talk a little bit about the Austin City Council, and if you recall, when at the last election, I said there was some, reason for optimism based on who was elected. That there were a lot of people that were housing advocates that ran on housing issues elected to the city council, and that could potentially really help our affordability issues here in Austin. In the last couple of weeks, we've seen that pro housing, in action at the city council with a couple of things. I'll talk a little bit about, in the future, I should say, I'll write about the land use changes that came up for a first vote 2 weeks ago. There's two more votes of those, so as we get closer to that, I'll probably write about it then. I want to talk about last week what they did when Austin became the largest city in the United States to completely eliminate parking minimum requirements for new developments, which is just fantastic. It is a great benefit to the city that new developments will not need to have a certain number of parking spaces when that development is built. And what that does is it really helps keep costs of development down because building in either parking spaces or a parking garage is expensive. It's really expensive. It can, I think I saw one stat that it can up rents up to $200 a month just for parking spaces to build those parking spaces. So to be able to, and obviously that includes land coverage and all that. And so to be able to build in the future with no parking minimums is a really a boon to our city, and it's going to help with affordability, and it's also going to help create sort of closer, livable, walkable areas that are environmentally friendly. It'll encourage public transportation use because fewer people will have cars. Obviously, we got to get Project Connect going so that we have the public transportation to encourage its use, but having no minimum parkings and thus having fewer parking spots at new developments will encourage public transportation use, which is good for the economy, good for the environment, and just good for our city overall. So very interesting and exciting step by the city council, and hopefully we'll see more positive steps that will help with housing affordability in the future. Hope you have a great week. Please subscribe to our blog and our podcast and our weekly email. Thanks a lot.